Okay, let's go back. And we will choose a new way. This time we will go to the west. Lorehold main hall, southeastern section. You are in the southeastern section of the main hall with a shiny white marble column just in front of you. We really are. I think that is probably the center of the library. I'm just marking the center of the library in my map, just so I don't get too confused. Near the southern wall there's a stone bench inviting you to rest for a while. The bench is rather basic, consisting of 2 feet to the left and right, and a slab of flat stone put on top. It doesn't look too comfortable. On the other hand, its only purpose seems to be to provide just a little rest for tired feet. You decide to take a short break and sit down on the stony bench for a while. There's nothing better after a longer walk than a little rest. You hear a commanding, draconic female voice somewhere. Do not touch this, and please stay quiet. This is a library. As you sit, suddenly a bald-headed gnome passes by in a hurry, obviously searching something, as he throws his arms all about and seems to intensely talk to himself. While resting, you hear a very distinct voice from nearby. I would suggest supping your bayan cha without the spoon still in the cha cup, sirrah. Definitely someone of proper education, you think, as he speaks what people call the merchant's tongue here. An interesting smell reaches your nose. You bet that there's roasted Danish not too far away. The urge to whistle a joyous tune overcomes you, and you start whistling the melody of the Siege of Bardavos, tune you've heard recently in the local tavern. An interesting smell. Nothing exciting happens as you wait for better times to come. Okay. A lot of bald-headed gnomes passing by us. Okay, I think we've already read everything we could read. That was good. Finally stand up again. Okay, let's continue west. And north. Banner. You are standing between 2 shiny white marble columns to the east and west, walking on an exquisite red carpet. Above your head you can see the Lorehaven banner tied to the 2 columns. The Lorehaven coat of arms that you can see hanging from above your head displays a set of 4 colored scrolls. They are overlapping at the corners to form a diamond shape in the center of a square blue-black background. Maybe you can find someone here in the Lorehold who can explain to you what the banner is actually meant to represent. And continue north. You are standing at the heart of the Lorehold library, surrounded by 4 Siheloin snow-white columns. Right in front of you is a huge square oak table decorated with 3 golden candle holders. It is covered with all kinds of things, including a map. Standing at the table are the sage Artemidor and Graven Halvard. They seem to be discussing something dealing with map spread in front of them. With a map spread in front of them. Just write that down. Um, yeah, where do I still have space? Artemidor and Hallward. I think that Artemidor is actually the creator of the games. So there's that. Spread all over the table are masses of scrolls and tomes, some of them opened along with letters, drawings, a bunch of minerals and various other small items. Below all that mess you spot a gigantic map drawn on linen. The sage, wearing an Orium medallion around his neck, looks thoughtfully on the map, making notes here and there on a sheet with his quill. You look at the map covering most parts of the heavy oak table. You recognize the outlines of the Santharian province of Santharia with all major towns and villages carefully added in manually by a talented artist. Here and there a tiny needle pins down small notes near certain locations. It seems Artemidor has marked various locations with these notes, its researches and some tasks to keep track on progress. Some tiny letters are scribbled on these small scraps, which you could try to read. Read letters, read notes. Oh. You look at some of the notes they read. Keep Mistrash, Grunok, Entridew, Early Singing Bird, Shady Grove, Arceon, Confirm Reports on Bandits, Shrine of Bavaras, Talia, check further details. You see a man of well-educated looks in his early 60s, with brown eyes and still partly dark hair, wearing the scholarly ruff as is common for notable scholars in the kingdom. Also quite characteristic of that particular sage are a light skeptical frown on his forehead and a three-day beard, as obviously sages prefer to dig in dusty books instead of making a regular acquaintance with a straight razor. I'm not an expert, but I'd say this beard is older than 3 days, but again, I'm not an expert. Hallward? Graven Hallward Joskjan is dressed in what seems to be a traditional hunting costume, along with a white coat, leather gloves, and a nobleman's ruff. On his head he is wearing a peculiar hat with three bouffant feathers. Though he is a noble, Graven Hallward appears like a very down-to-earth person from the first glance. The Graven looks up from the parchment he has been reading, lifts his hat, and greets you with a welcoming smile. You bow to the nobleman. "Good day to you, sir," you say. "A very good day to you as well, my friend," the Graven replies. "Bavaras on your path." "Might you tell me your name, my lord?" you ask. The Graven bows to you as you tell him your name.